Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do empties, and I don't even know why I say what we're doing because it says in the title what we're doing, right? Okay. Here's my big old bag of empties. It feels kind of heavy to me today. Every time I do an empties video, this is in here because I go through one every single month. It's my joint bursts. I talk about them all the time, so if you watch the channel all the time, you are familiar and probably want me to shut up about these joint bursts. But if you're brand new here, first, welcome to Fritzy Family. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do it. All right, if you're having problems with your joints, you might want to give these a try because they really do work. And I've had several of you that have gotten them and confirmed for me. And that just does my heart good when I hear that something I recommended really works for you. We should just call this the monthly roundup. Another thing I go through every month is the emergency. This is my vitamin C and B vitamins that I take every single day. It's mixed in with my water. See it? It's mixed in with my water in the morning. I start my day with this. I put vitamin C serums on the outside of my skin, and I further enforce it with acai berry, mind you. I think that's the best flavor one. But they have it on all different kinds of flavors, and I have one of these every single morning. Sometimes you have to learn things the hard way. Right? So this is my favorite lens cleaner. I've talked about this before. I go through these like crazy. They come in a box of 200. They're little individual wipes, and I'm constantly wiping my glasses. But one day when I went to Amazon to get them, that's where I get most of my stuff. When I went to Amazon to get my box, they were out. I'm like, no, I need them. Okay, I said I'll take a chance, and I got this brand here. So here we go. No, this is not the same thing. No. Here is the difference. The ones I love, when you are wiping your glasses, it cleans them and dries them like at the same time. What this does is it like puts little droplets all over your glasses, and then you are like wiping them and it's not dry. So then you have to take another towel and get them dry. Otherwise, you just need to clean them again because you got like spots all over your glasses. So remember this name. No, that's not what you want to do. Sorry, Mac. We talked about Bragg organic apple cider vinegar with the mother in a favorites video. Mostly what I use this for, there's lots of stuff. You can put it on salads. You can do a lot of things with this vinegar. You could clean with it if you wanted, but don't do that. This is something that goes on the inside of your body. It's awfully expensive and would be a crying shame to use to clean in your house, I think. So, save your Heinz vinegar for that and use this vinegar instead for the inside of your body or to clarify your hair, tone your face, whatever. This stuff here, and I guess I've heard from some of you that there are other brands that have the mother in it. And what the mother is just like, it's a raw enzyme byproduct that when you look in there, you need to shake this up every time. When you look in there, you'll see it. And you might go, ew, what's in my vinegar? Because you're used to seeing vinegar that's been processed and, all that stuff, all the good stuff of the vinegar's been taken out, right? Basically what I do for this concoction drink is I'll put 2 to 4 of these caps in here. And then I will put just a little bit of organic honey that I got from the farms here. Then I take a little cap of lemon juice, and that's in there as if it wasn't sour enough. I put my vitamin pack in here, and then I fill it about this full of purified water, and then the rest of the way up with ice, and I like the Peach Nectarine sparkling water. Then very carefully, I just mix it because that ice is carbonated. To me, it's a wonderful drink and so much better for you than a lot of drinks that you could be drinking, right? I went through a Nivea Skin Firming and Smoothing Serum. I have maybe 3 or 4 more of these in backup that I bought when they discontinued this product. Some of you have told me that they make another product that might be similar to this, so I'll see if I can find it and link it. But what I do with this is I put it on my arms, I put it on my thighs because, oh, I need some help shrinking the fat there. And I take one little tiny bit and I put it right here at night. Okay, I went through one of my Pixi Glow Tonics. You guys, this is a product that a lot of times a skincare related item or things like toothpaste, stuff like that, that I don't keep right here. If I keep it in my bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, I'm likely to forget to even tell you about it and it gets tossed. But I do love this and I use it pretty much every morning. I finished up the hairspray that I keep in my purse. This time it was the Kenra Volume Spray 25. I like the 25. I want a firm holding hairspray, and this one is. I went through a Win replenishing spray. This is in Winter Vanilla Mint. This is what the replenishing sprays are really good for, is you can use them as a setting spray. When you get up in the morning, you can use them on your hair to, you know, kind of bring it back to life after you've laid on it all night. And, you know, they smell really good. They got good ingredients in it, and yeah. You guys know I'm a Win girl, so. Now I have 2 brush cleaners, 2 spot brush cleaners, okay? This one here I bought from Sephora. It's 4 fluid ounces and it's a citrus brush cleaner. It says right here, natural brush cleaner made with fresh citrus oils. I should have known. So this is kind of my own fault. But the smell of citrus in this is so overpowering that it gags me. I love citrus, okay, a lot. But this just smells so essential oil-y, like the whole bottle's in here, I think. I don't know. But it's, as you can tell, it is like right to here. I can't use this. If I use this to clean one brush, I have to go out of the room for 45 minutes. So, nope, don't like it. I think you might have already seen how much I don't like this. It just flat out doesn't work. It's just, all it is alcohol. It's just alcohol and perfume. Doesn't work, don't like it. These glass protectors for your phone, they come in a pack of 2. They're only $6.99 on Amazon. They work fabulously. And let me tell you, I know this because I keep dropping my phone. I told you guys in the favorites video that I was going through my foundations. Right, and so I am. So I have 3 here to talk about. I bought this foundation to do a Clinique One Brand Get Ready With Me, and I really enjoyed this foundation. It's reasonably priced for a high-end foundation, I think. If I'm gonna buy a foundation, I either want it to be in a pump or have a squeezy tube. I don't want a dropper. I don't want a big dough foot in there. It's plastic, so if you drop it, it's not gonna break. It's a light, natural finish, and I really like it. It's got an SPF of 15, but I don't care about the SPFs that they put in foundation because I'm wearing SPF underneath it. Highly recommend, even though I won't buy it again. Hashtag world's greatest rhymer. Only because there are other things that I like better. This is probably my favorite drugstore foundation. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to this. It was a toss-up between this and the next one, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to L'Oreal Pro Glow. Love it. So tempted every time I go to the drugstore to replace it, but I'm like, no, don't do it. I've learned a lesson about backups, so I'm not going to buy a backup of it. I wear this in 202. Creamy Natural, and it's an absolutely gorgeous foundation. They also make it in a matte finish if you don't like being dewy looking, but I do, so. And last was the Maybelline Fit Me. This foundation comes in a bottle with just an open hole. So you just shake it out on your finger and dot it, or pour some out, or whatever. I don't like that. So I bought a pump, okay, and I'm gonna use this. I'm going to clean it out and use it and fill it back up with Fit Me. My shade is 115, and that's ivory. And then I just tear the label off the bottle and stick the sticker on here so that when it's sitting up in my drawer, I know that it's my Maybelline Fit Me. Next is probably my favorite SPF. If I have to take all my SPFs out and say, this is the one I really love. It's this one. I like the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer SPF 47. And I like it because it feels like it's nourishing to me. And it has a little bit of dewiness to it. That what I do is I'll put this on and I'll wait just a little bit, and if I use this underneath my makeup, I don't really need to use a primer or anything that makes my skin look luminous. This kind of does it for me. I'll buy more of this when I'm out of all my other SPFs, which is a little bit because I get obsessed with things. In the last stash box video that I did, I talked about one of the primers that I chose to use was this deluxe sample that I received of the BECCA Velvet Blurring Primer. Their backlight and their first light primers are nothing like this. And I was kind of expecting that. So what happened was the first time I used it, I absolutely did not like this at all because I didn't know that there was I didn't know I was supposed to shake it up. See, there's a ball bearing in here. And you're supposed to shake this stuff up, then you pump out some, and it's kind of a light flesh color. And then you smooth it, it becomes invisible, and like a lot of silicone primers, blurs out your pores. I did enjoy this, but I won't buy it because I like the other primers from BECCA. If I want this kind of a primer, I have my favorites. I used up another Timeless 20% C plus E plus ferulic acid serum. I would use this in the morning, and for the first time, I'm not going to repurchase this yet. I'm not saying I won't in the future, but I'm having better luck with a different kind of vitamin C serum. I mean, I'm actually visibly able to see a difference. So that's what I'm going to do for now. But I think that this is a wonderful product. You do have to be careful that you don't let it expire. You're going to have that problem anytime you're dealing with L-sorbic acid. I shouldn't even talk about this because this company isn't even around anymore. But there was a company called Maestro, and they sent me a bunch of stuff. And this has gotten funky smelling, but I loved it when it was good. It's called Belize, and it was one of their liquid lipsticks. It didn't do like a lot of liquid lipsticks do, where they make my lips so dry that I can't stand it and end up putting a gloss over it and then ruin the reason that it was a liquid lipstick. The Lay's Chocolates Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick from L'Oreal. It's the one that smells like chocolate, and for that reason I want to keep it and not throw it away. What I do love about it is the doe foot. I tend to like these slanted kind of doe foots. I think they help put liquid lipsticks on because you can get the Cupid's bow, and the formula itself isn't too wet, so you can actually precisely put it on. This is called Candyman appropriately. It smells like candy. But that shade on me is not flattering, and it's even less so when it dries down and makes my mouth look like, okay? So, no, I didn't even finish it. I'm upset that I bought it, so yeah. I almost didn't even show these, because I'm going to do a whole video on Mad Hippie, and I didn't want to talk anything about Mad Hippie or show anything from Mad Hippie because I'm doing that video. But I do want you to know that I have gone through these. If I'm making a whole video on it, then I think you probably know what I think of it, right? Now we're going to talk about a few scents. And we don't mean my 2 cents. We're just going to talk about perfume scents. All right. So here's a sample of Black Opium that I went through. This is by YSL. And I went through this thing in like 2 days. I love it. KVD Saint. She has Sinner and Saint. And of course, I'm a saint. So I got Saint. And one day when I get to the point where I've used up the perfumes that I've bought, I might purchase this one because I like it that much. I went through a body spray that is the Bombshell by Victoria's Secret. I have another one of these, and of course the perfume. That's how much I love this scent. I finally used up the heat protectant that I love. This is Alterna Caviar heat protectant. I swear to you, if they put out a perfume, I would buy it and wear it every day. The Caviar line smells so good. But I like this heat protectant because it has vitamin A, B6, B12, C, E, and biotin in it. And the way I use this to make sure that I don't use too much, because it's kind of expensive, is I will spray a pump of this in my hand. I will rub my hands together and then run it through my hair. I don't spray this directly on my hair. It protects up to 450 degrees, and this is the one that I use. I've already got another one open. In my stash box, I emptied and used up 2 kinds of brow pencils, and there is the Benefit Goof Proof, which, you know, poor Benefit. You know, they come up with a revolutionary idea with the way they had this pencil. Now, there's a little tiny bit sticking right out of the top here, so I'm not going to, but it's enough that if you try to use it, it falls out. So, but as you can tell, if you've never seen it before, okay, it's got this flat and like slant pencil. It wasn't like all the other pencils that you would use. And then everybody saw that how popular this was. They jumped on the bandwagon, and this would have been something that I kept buying over and over again. I won't buy this again, even though it is so darn stinking cute. I love the packaging for the Benefit products. Ooh, look at that. Because I actually prefer the Wet n Wild knockoff to this. This one I will rebuy if I can find the right shade. In this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It's one of those ones that came out that is meant to mimic Anastasia Beverly Hills. But this one and the L'Oreal one, both, I have found, it does have that hard quality to it that lets me just go like that and draw, flick, flick, flick at the front of my brows and get the lines that I'm looking for. So this is a good pencil. It's not very expensive. I will repurchase this at some later date. We always end in mascara, and I've got a lot. All right, mostly because I was using samples up. Sometimes a sample product actually works better, or a deluxe size or a half size, than the full size, right? I talked about it in a stash box, how I was getting close to and wanted to keep this inside of the stash box until I finished it, and that was the Lancome Cils Booster XL. This product is, I think, about $27, and their parent company, L'Oreal, put out one called Voluminous, and I have done side-by-side tests. I'm saying this again because some people have asked me, and they've come along after I've made that video and they didn't know. They do perform exactly the same. On your eye, you cannot tell a difference. Also in that stash box was these 2 mascaras here. I told you guys was going into the empties. I picked this up on the recommendation of Sherry G. She is part of the Fritzy family. And she said, hey, have you tried this? She knows I don't like NYX mascaras. They're just not enough. And so I thought, okay, though, I mean, if they're going to be really bold and name a mascara worth the hype, maybe it's worth the hype. So she said she liked it, so I thought, okay, I can give it a try. It's a traditional brush. It's kind of full, but it has bristles and not rubber. I think it's got a pretty good stopper. Pulls out the mascara. But this one here I thought did pretty good. And it's not my favorite mascara, but I don't hate it either. It was a consistent mascara for me. So from the day I opened it to the day I finished it, it gave the exact same look. It didn't dry out. This one, you guys already know my tale with this mascara. I was getting expired tubes of this from Ulta, and I did not like this mascara whatsoever, and I never could understand why so many people loved it. Then a Fritzy family member sent me a full tube that came from QVC, and that really did make the difference. You open this up and you use this, and oh my gosh, you will be in love with the way it makes your lashes look. They're out there, they're huge, they're beautiful, but if you're the kind of person that uses a mascara like I used to, where I would have 15 open, this is not your mascara. This mascara is meant for people to be their one and only, their holy grail. I use this everyday mascara. That's how you're going to really love this mascara. If it's a mascara that you're not using every day and you just come back around to it every once in a while, then this mascara tends to dry out very quickly. After the 2 weeks that I was using it, I put it up like I would any other mascara, and I didn't use it again for maybe 3-4 weeks. And when I got it out the next time, it was to the point where it's kind of drying out. Still wet enough to put on, but after it dried, it began flaking down off my lashes throughout the day. So if this is gonna be your one and only mascara, it's your ride or die, it's your holy grail, you're gonna wear it every single day of your life, I would say go to QVC and get it. You can get 2 for 1 there. If you're like me though, and every time a mascara comes out, you're like, I wonder if that's any better. And you're constantly rotating mascara, you might not want to do this. Okay, just saying. That's my opinion. But I loved this while I used it, and it looked fantastic, and I can't thank you enough for sending that to me. You know who you are. Yes, and I just grabbed a bunch of samples and put them in that stash box after I used up those, and I said, I'm going to give these a try. That's going to be a good way for me to figure out, without actually buying mascara, which ones I like. So I used this Marc Jacobs one. The Marc Jacobs has a bristle brush. I liked it. Didn't hate it. It goes in the trash. Bareminerals Lash Domination. This is a rubberized brush. It's kind of spirally. I didn't think this mascara did anything for my lashes. It is supposed to be a volumizing mascara. I don't think that it volumized my mascara. And I mean, I think the tube is kind of cool. But this brush, I kept poking myself in the eye with, and that's never a desirable feeling. But I didn't feel like it was worth the trouble, so nope. Milk came out with a mascara, and it is called this. So I wanted to try something from Milk. And this mascara has a bristle brush. It's kind of big, but the formula didn't do anything. It didn't kick my pants, didn't make me feel good at all. It is just not that good. The last one really took me by surprise. It is. And it's a real wild child. Let me tell you, this mascara, I don't know how this ever slipped under my radar, but I never tried Urban Decay Troublemaker. It's the teeniest tube ever, and I thought, yep, this is going to be something else. And it was. So it is a rubberized brush. Man, I got it like a week out of this tiny little tube. What this did for me was it brought those lashes out and up and front and center, and it wasn't clumpy. It was volumizing. It held a curl. It was so good that for 3 days, I fought myself before I went and got this. Now, I'll have to get back with you after I actually open the full tube and use it, but look at this. Look. Ooh, it's so pretty, right? I hope that you know that you are the best part of the Fritzy family. It's you. You are. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You're why I do what I do. I hope you're having a blessed day. As always, if you're not, well, go out and be a blessing to somebody else and see how that turns around for you. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that. Ring the bell so that you'll be notified. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye. And I'm out.
Ooh, I wonder if we can get some light reflections here. We could probably like, ooh, does this like make the light look better? Hey, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Shine on me, baby. No, that's just highlighting my double chin, I think. See, as you get older, your gums recede, and then you get holes and gaps in your teeth, and when you say F's and stuff, it goes air, air. I don't like that. Let's put some on, because it kind of is to the point we gotta do this. Oh, does that smell good? Oh. I'm trying to be Tim Taylor. No, that's not right. No. Let's just forget it and be Wilson, okay? Wanted. If I'm good. Kumbaya. I love this foundation. This is not a foundation. Though they do make a crappy foundation. Oh, you shouldn't say that. No, it didn't say that. But it is. For me, anyway. I understand a lot of other people like it, but it didn't do much for me. Your mouth just goes, just spews out words without your brain ever thinking about it, and people think you're an idiot. That might not be why people think I'm an idiot. I don't know. I don't care. If you think I'm an idiot, I don't care. The people that matter don't. And I liked this liquid lipstick because it didn't feel like all the other liquid lipsticks. It didn't feel like it was sucking the air out of my air. You have air in your lips? Yeah. I get a bicycle pump and I pump them up, but by midday they've already shrunk back down again. I have air in my lips. Oh, Mary. It didn't do like most liquid lipsticks on me where like I became the crypt keeper. That was attractive. Yves Saint Laurent. Eve, Adam and Eve? No, Yves Saint Laurent, wait, Bruno knows. I got Chucks on with Saint Laurent, I gotta kiss myself, it's so pretty. Saint Laurent. I've never smelled Sinner, I don't want to, cause I've got enough sin in my life without smelling like it too, and Lord help. Even though I'm back in my majorette days with this, and I feel like I'm twirling, which this is too little to twirl. Here, let me cheat. Also in the stash box. Oh, it's a troublemaker. Yeah, it's a wild one. I'm a real wild one. I'm a real wild child. I'm sure I'm not doing Iggy any favors.